The trial of Jacksonville rapper Ksoo took another dramatic turn when his own father took the stand to testify against him this afternoon. Hakeem Robinson, also known as Ksoo, and his cousin Leroy Whitaker Jr. are both charged in the 2020 shooting death of 23-year-old Charles McCormick Jr. Prosecutors say Robinson wanted to kill McCormick, known as rapper Buck, for making a diss track about someone in his family who had been killed in a drive-by shooting. News Desk reporter Brianna Brownlee has been following the trial since the beginning and joins us live at the courthouse tonight. Brianna?
Yes, the court took a recess for the day about 30 minutes ago, but that was after Abdul Robinson Sr. took the stand, and he was on the stand for about 2.5 hours. Now, he did testify against his own son, and he said it was a hard decision, but he did name Hakeem Robinson as the shooter. However, the defense says it was Abdul Robinson Sr. who had more of a motive.
Do you see your son Hakeem Robinson in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he is wearing?
He's seated between the two lawyers right there with a beige suit on.
Abdul Robinson Sr., known on the streets as Blue, took the stand Monday, pointing out his son, rapper Hakeem Robinson, also known as Ksoo. Now, Blue is facing 2 serious charges of his own that could land him in prison for life, but he's testifying against his son, hoping for a lighter sentence.
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds and an 8-year-old daughter.
Blue says this is only part of the reason why he's testifying against his son. Willie Addison wasn't the biological son of Blue, but he says he loved him as if he was his own. He was also in the car that night Addison was killed. This track from the late Charles McCormick, recorded after the death of Addison, is what is believed to have kicked off the plot to kill McCormick. According to Abdul Robinson Sr., it was Hakeem Robinson who killed McCormick for revenge.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
Looking at his son in the eyes as he named him as the shooter.
Welcome back. It's realer than rap. And we're just tapping in on this Ksoo trial, which he has been found guilty of murder. Which Ksoo is also facing a second murder trial coming up in like a couple months. But first, I want to start off before I speak on anything. I want to say this is a perfect example of there is no honor amongst thieves. And if y'all don't know the meaning of that, you look it up. No honor amongst thieves. You know what I'm saying? This man daddy snitched on him. This man cousin snitched on him. Both to reduce their times. His daddy facing 60 years. Snitched on his son and gave his son a life sentence. For his dad, 60 years to reduce to 6 years. His cousin facing a life sentence. Snitched on Ksoo to reduce his sentence down to 20 years from a life sentence. So that goes to show you there is no honor amongst thieves. I don't care if y'all in the same gang. I don't care if y'all sleep in the same bed together. I don't care if y'all got the same mama. You know, it's just, as you see this man, daddy snitched on him and said that it's about me. You know, I got other kids out there. This ain't my only son. I got another daughter and another son. My son want me to take him fishing, go to his basketball games. My daughter want me to go to the prom with her, dances with her, you know, help her with schoolwork, all type of stuff. I got to be out for them. Forget him, you know. Threw that man right under the bus. And, you know, a lot of y'all be like, you know, I would have held it down, until you facing that life sentence. A lot of y'all be like, y'all, no, I can never snitch on my son. I'd never snitch on my cousin until you facing 60 years, until you facing a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this, and I always believe this because I come from the projects, you know what I'm saying? I'm a real street nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been out in the streets since I was like 10 years old. Really, 8 years old, I've been out in the streets. When I first started seeing shit, I was like eight years old. You know what I'm saying? My mama was on drugs. My daddy was on drugs. So you know, from the time I was 6 to 8 years old, I started just really noticing shit. But at the same time, though, it's like, I've never downed my mama for what she did. I never downed my daddy for what he did. I just moved different. I never did hard drugs in my life because I seen my mama and my daddy do it. You know what I'm saying? I never was a crash out to go out and commit no crimes or no robberies or nothing like that because, you know what I'm saying? I had a cousin named Timothy, R.I.P. my cousin, you know what I'm saying? But he would go to jail, do 8 years, get out, go back, do 8 years, get out, go do 5, get out. You know, he's steal anything. If it wasn't, my aunt used to say, if it ain't tied down, he gonna steal it. You know what I'm saying? So I never was a thief. You know, I never was a criminal. I had a cousin, you know what I'm saying? My cousin Dree. You know what I'm saying? He changed his life. He used to steal cars. You know what I'm saying? You go to sleep, you wake up, your car gone. You know what I'm saying? He would come pick me up and be like, Merrill, let's ride in the car. So one day I rode in it with him. Just that one day I got into the police. We put the police on a high-speed chase, you know. And so, you know, I learned from that, which he didn't snitch on me, I didn't snitch on him. We went where I went away, you know, everything was good. But from that day I learned that, you know, when you sign up for something, and you go do something with somebody, you gotta be willing to take what come with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like when me and my cousin was on that high-speed chase, you know what I'm saying? If they would have caught him, he wasn't gonna snitch on me. If they would have caught me, I wasn't gonna snitch on him. Because we both knew what we signed up for. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say this and say that, you know what I'm saying? If you out in the streets and you wanna be a driller, you wanna be a bank robber, you know, or a thief, you know, you wanna be gang, whatever you wanna be, just know what you signing up for. Cause like I say, you know what I'm saying? You can't sign up for football and say you don't wanna get hit. You might as well just go play flag football. That means don't get on the field, man. Don't jump out there. Don't put them pads, don't put them shoulder pads, don't put that helmet on, man. Put that flag around your waist. It means you don't want nothing. You don't want nothing to do with nothing. You just cooling. But when you put that shoulder pads on, you put that helmet on, that means you signing up for everything, every hit, every tackle. You signing up for everything that come with this. You know what I'm saying? Even if it means you catch a life sentence in this. You signed up for it. So if you do the crime, do your time. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying, man. And y'all let me know what y'all think of the comments. If y'all was in this situation, what would you do? Would you snitch on your son? Would you snitch on your cousin? Would you know what you signed up for? And go let out? Because they didn't even know it was Ksoo. All descriptions was wrong. You know, they had his height wrong, his weight wrong, which they try to say he grew or gained weight in jail. You know, it's been a long time and stuff, which I think they should try to shorten these trials down because it do affect them. When, you know, people gain weight, people lose weight, some people still be growing. So, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't really identify Ksoo. But his dad and his cousin did and got him convicted. And then the scary thing about this is his daddy was already a snitch and a killer. They said he was already a 2-time felon. You know what I'm saying? And the jury still took his word, which by some laws, a felon can't snitch on you. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, they still took his daddy's word, man. So let's let you know, man, the streets is not safe. So I advise all y'all, man, find you a decent job, get you a good girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you choose. But get out the streets, man, and enjoy your life, start your family, and see more than the area you come from. 100, we out.
Jury finding Hakeem Robinson, known as Ksoo, guilty for first-degree murder. Take a look at this picture showing Ksoo actually reacting to the verdict. You can see him sitting next to his attorney, his head in his hands there.
All right, Mr. Robinson, based on the verdict of the jury finding you guilty of the offense charged in the indictment in case number 2020 CF 3601, the court does hereby remand you to the custody of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, and your bond in this matter shall be revoked.